Hey everyone, have I here bringing a video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. In this video, we're going to go over some team builds on showing you how to complete the Extreme Z battle for the Dokkan Festival exclusive Gogeta Blue. So with that, let's go ahead and dive right in. So yes, I'm going to quickly go over the unit. I did a full breakdown of this in a previous video, but it's a great unit. You know, if you don't mind the RNG chance ability of dodging, this is going to be a really strong unit. Plus, it has some dynamics where you can also take some hits as well, even if your dodging fails. So we knew that they're going to change the leader skill to 170% across the board. This is going to be for movie heroes and fusion. The super attack, it greatly raises attack and then raises defense. Doesn't greatly raises defense, just raises defense. A 30% boost here on the pre-transformation, and causes immense damage to enemy. Passive skill, key +2, which is nice. Just having an additional, you know, key +2 is always, you know, beneficial. It raised the attack and defense from 100% to 140%, and then they added an attack and defense 50% when attacking. I do like the whole attacking thing, even though you're probably going to get a super attack off anyway. It just, you know, just in case. Attacks effective against all types, just like mostly all Gogetas. High chance of evading enemies' attack, so you have a 50% chance of dodging versus a 30% chance where it was before. And here's the big thing about this unit here. This is the first time they've ever changed a transformation mechanic within a unit from 5 turns to 4 turns, making this unit so much better, because the unit of itself pre-transformation isn't nearly as good as the post-transformation. Now the stats are very strong here. 19,500, 20,003 for attack, and 13,007 for defense. Is really powerful. Now once you transform, he gets pretty ridiculous here. He's mini stacks attack and defense, right? So a super attack greatly raises attack and defense for 4 turns. So you're not going to be forever stacking, but you're always going to have this opportunity to get multiple defensive boosts up to basically 100%, right? So nice huge benefit, and hopefully they'll do more units this way versus 1 turn. You have multiple turns getting a boost here, but it's really nice to have the greatly raises attack and defense for the additional turn there. Passive skill, they added an additional key, so +3 to key, and then you have attack and defense up to 150%. It's not a huge boost from 140, but you still have the attack and defense at 50% when attacking. But then you also perform a guaranteed crit. That's ridiculous, right? When you're this strong and doing guaranteed crits, that makes this unit just incredibly valuable. You also get the great chance of evading enemies super attack, including super attack. That's 70% chance. That's MUI Goku level. That's really, again, really strong. But the reason why they only boosted up to 150 was you get an additional 50% to attack and +2 to key for 4 turns after evading an attack. So once you evade an attack, you're going to do even more damage. So again, you do have the ability to take a little bit of damage, right? It's still not overly strong when it comes to defense, but you get that 100% double super attack, that kind of mini stack there going on. Then you have the attack and defense 150% plus the defense 50%. You'll be okay, but you really need to make sure that the RNG and you're going to dodge there. So if you like dodging units like UI Goku and things of that nature, then this unit's incredible, right? Incredible on there. But if you don't really like that 30% where you're going to get smacked around, in this case you're not getting smacked around that hard, but still going to get smacked around, you know, you might not like this unit as much. So anyway, still overall, I think they did a really good job making this unit a lot more relevant. So let's go ahead and dive into the team builds and how to beat this Extreme Z battle here. So this is going to be weak against movie bosses. That's an absolute given, right? So movie heroes, movie bosses makes a lot of sense here. The damage reduction is going to start at level 13. So remember, Dokkan Festival exclusive category units are starting at level 13 damage reduction. Basically, you can't bring any super unit. So no super class unit you can bring, and then you also can't bring extreme strength units, which is kind of a bummer because one comes to mind, that's a movie boss, and that's extreme strength. And that's an LR, and that's, of course, is the final form cooler. So you still can bring him as a leader. He just, you know, he's not going to do the damage that he would normally do. So the best thing that you want to bring is extreme tech because of the type advantage and movie bosses. So let's look at the teams that we can actually build across here. So the leaders that you can bring that are just movie bosses leaders, and you can also bring in the EZA Broly if you already EZA'd him, right? So if you're going to EZA him first before you jump into this EZA, you can definitely bring him as a leader. But you have two strong units. You have the Int Broly, and then you have the EZA Turles on there. I probably recommend using the EZA Turles, but you can use either one. It works just fine because the team that you're generally going to be running... Oh, by the way, you have two more leaders. Again, I mentioned already the... aforementioned LR Final Form Cooler can't really, you could bring as a leader, but just he's not going to do the damage, so it doesn't really matter to go ahead and bring him or not. So the Janemba is 150%, so you can also bring him at 150%. I still recommend you guys stick around in the 170% realm. So the teams that you can bring is something similar to this, right? I just brought mostly the LRs that are readily available, besides like the movie Broly one, which is kind of a weird unit still. But you can bring the Super Saiyan, LR Tech Broly, or if you have the EZA of the Full Power Broly, you bring them as well. Of course, you could bring Meta Cooler. He's going to be a good unit to bring on here, the EZA one or the Carnival LR. And then you can also bring, of course, we said Janemba already. I think EZA Transformation Frieza is going to do quite a bit of damage, being type advantaged on there. And then, of course, you can kind of interchangeable the leaders for the Turles or the Broly there. Now, JP is going to have a little bit easier. You can bring in, Golden Frieza and then EZA of Bojack. So those two units are available on JP. You can slot those in on there, and they'll do... great damage there as well. Yeah, overall, it's I think it's going to be fairly easy. You have some really good alts as well, some free-to-play options. And you look at maybe this team here, which is not a movie boss team, but you can just run a Wicked Bloodline team, right? This is going to be running at 200%. So even though you have a couple free-to-play units on there, some of the other tech-type units on there is going to be running pretty strong. So something of this nature or this can do quite well against Gogeta. So again, I don't think there's going to be any problem doing it, especially if you have the right units. But I can see that you might be worried if you don't have the right units. Well, guess what? There is a free-to-play option you can easily run here, and you guessed it, it's going to be Wicked Bloodline, right? Because you have all the Metal Cooler type advantage Metal Coolers that you can run on this as all free to play. On JP, you do also have the EZA to the Metal Cooler Army, and you can just bring a cooler team, and you should be, again, just fine on that. So, funny enough, this is set up pretty nicely for a free to play option to go ahead and complete this. But again, it'll still be tough because it is just free to play units. So just don't think it's going to be a cakewalk. Anytime you're doing a free-to-play anything at hard or high levels, it's going to be pretty tough. So I'll probably bring I'll probably mess around with this unit here, or no, not this team. This team right here. Probably mess around with this team, but maybe it'll be something more similar to this is what I'm going to be bringing. So anyway, let me know what teams you're going to be bringing, what you're going to be completing here. But anyway, if you are new to my channel, enjoy this content here, subscribe, do all that good stuff, hit that notification button to stay, relevant and getting the notifications for my videos here. But yeah, thank you all for watching. Keep on Dokkaning, and we'll catch you next time. Later.